Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Night with Marina and Miranda. Today we're here with my sister Bianca and my sister's best friend Yvette. Hi. First question: how'd you guys meet? The story of how you guys met. I love the story.
Oh, well, okay. I had a boyfriend at the time, and then you can take over.
That was it. That was the start of the story.
She had a boyfriend at the time, and I met him like in Cancun or something like that. And I'd seen him. He was like friends with all of my close guy friends. So when I would go party with my guy friends, he would come around, and then he started bringing Bianca around, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so much fun. So then I started partying with her, and like they would do their own thing or whatever. We would like meet up with them. It was just random nights all the time. And then her and I just got close, and we just kept hanging out and partying together. And then they broke up, and then I kept her.
Oh wait, you had a boyfriend named Ben?
No, he's
Where
never going to remain.
Oh, okay.
Nameless.
Oh, I get it.
Nameless.
Okay. I was like Ben. I was like,
Where did you get Ben?
No, I was like, I missed this.
We can call him Ben.
I was like,
yeah, let's call him Ben.
Let's call him Ben. Okay.
I have an ex-boyfriend named Ben.
Oh, okay. What? I missed this chapter of your life then. Okay.
Yeah, he had a group of friends, a group of guy friends, and she had known them since high school. And that's how we started talking. We started hanging out together, and then we broke up. And I was surprised, and I was shocked that she wanted to hang out with me too, because I thought she had like a whole group of friends. And then I did, bitch. I had friends, but like I just liked you, and I was like, oh, he's real fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun together. And then you like always moved to haunted places for some reason, and I remember like being at like your old apartment with that like girl, and then it was like apartment? Yeah. Okay. I liked that apartment. And then I remember just like feeling like weird in there or whatever. I don't know. There was like drama with Ben. And yeah. And they were just they whatever. They were broken up, and then he was like saying like lies about her and stuff like that. And I knew he was like a liar. Can I say the lie that he
told? Oh my God, yes. Spill.
God, I really didn't want to give him any life, but it's funny though. Okay, so he told his friends that
I think I know exactly what boyfriend this is. A scary looking one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
go on.
he told his friends that I totaled his car. He had a store car. He told his friends that I totaled it, but it got repossessed. And it was like, we have the same group of friends. How are they not gonna find out? But like they all like I think knew that he was like all talk and like full of shit. Yeah. And I'm like the one person to like call people out on shit, especially guys, because I'm just like. And he and I like I didn't see him. I didn't see him for like a long time, and I think it was like fresh in my head when she told me this lie that he So he was like on a date. And then I kind of just like, remember that? Mm-hmm. He was on a date. Should I say? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you have to. So he was on a date, and then, like, I was like, not like befriending the girl, but I was just like, in my head, I was like, fuck this guy. Like, he's over here talking shit about my friend. So, hold on a second. You're leading up to it, but, oh no, I guess he called me after, huh? I called you after, yeah. Okay, so tell the story, and then So then we were just like at this bar, and I was just like, not that he can't have a life, but I was just like, how dare you like act like such a fucking bitch and then like say this lie, and then all of a sudden like be on a date. Like I need to warn this girl, but she like probably thought I was like full of shit, maybe thought that I had dated him, and I was just like, he like lies, and I pretty much like I didn't give her like details. I just said like he's like a liar and whatever, blah blah. And he was like trying to like kick me out of the bar for some reason. And I was like,
he's the bouncer?
As if like he worked there. And I was just like, no. I was like, no. And then I smacked him upside the fucking head. and then like, he was just like, and I was like, you need to leave. And then he left.
Suddenly you were the bouncer? You need to leave.
You need to leave. He left. I punked him. So then like, I don't know, my guy friends, they think I'm like such a dick or whatever. But I'll smack the motherfuckers up the head too, upside the head. I don't care.
I would too.
So I'm at home. I don't know why I was at home this night. I wasn't doing anything. And she called me and she was crying. I'm like, what happened? And she said, I saw him and he just pissed me off. He made me so mad. I cried?
Yeah,
Was
you
I
were
drunk?
so upset. You were so upset.
I think
about the
because
whole
I was angry. When
Yeah.
I cry when I'm
and
really
you're
angry.
like, I punched him. I was like, please don't do that. I was like, I swear he's not worth it. Like, I'm fine. Like, it's not
See,
a
but
big
that's
deal.
so good because you're the type of person that'd be like, "Oh, it's okay. I don't care. I'm just gonna let
Yeah,
sweep it under the rug." And Yvette's like, "No."
Yeah.
You're gonna catch this fucking hand. It's what you're gonna do. It's hot.
Yeah, she was so upset, and I said it's okay. And then after that, like we never really ran.
We didn't run into him, but he still hung out with my guy friends.
Yeah.
So he was scared of me. So he would like hey, and he kind of like had a thing. And then like after a few times, one of my best guy friends, he was just like, "What happened?" I told him what happened, and he was just like, "Yvette, like, why do you have to be so crazy?" And I was just like, "I'm not crazy. I just like he fucking pissed me off."
That's
You know?
Very loyal.
I'm a very loyal person, but I was just like, that angered me. Like, don't spread rumors about people, like, you know? So then, like, they didn't even, I think they knew that, that wasn't the truth about the car, but I was like, you gotta fucking repossess. And they were just like, and I was like, so fuck him. I don't care. And I was like, tell him. So I don't know what happened, but we kept like, would go
so
out.
Funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Told people,
He's such a bitch.
So I crashed it. Like, why did I have to be?
Yeah, of course, because men don't take
You're gonna be
responsibility for
blamed.
things. So then, anyways, my friends were like, he kept like trying to like befriend me and like be nice. So when I would see him, he's always like, oh, like his thing is like shots or whatever. So like, of course I was taking free drinks. Hell yeah, I was like, I'm gonna watch him though. He's gonna be like fucking drugging me. But I didn't care. But then he like I never apologized or he never said anything. But in my head, I was like, we're not friends. And I still kind of like see him. Well, not I saw him recently, and he's like, you know, I guess married and has a kid and stuff. But yeah, I was like, why are you with my friends? You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, like they're all friends and whatever. And I don't understand the dynamic or whatever. But I am very loyal, and I'm like not a dick. Like I was like nice to like him and like her or whatever. And he has a kid, and I'm like nice to the kid. Like it's not his fault that his dad's a fucking
You're just a complete bitch to the kid.
right? Oh no!
It all happened because of the boy.
Boy.
All because I like a boy.
That happens to so many. I feel like so many friendships start over like drama like that. Like
Yeah.
So I definitely inherited her because he wasn't like a friend that I had like his contact information or like whatever. It was just like a friend of a friend and whatever. But you know, guys aren't like really dramatic or anything like that. But you know, some guys can be.
some guys are.
One of
He was told my car. We're like, where did that come from?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was so strange.
So weird.
Wow.
But Yvette's been down since the beginning.
I know. I was like, damn. I mean, I know like now, like can't put my hands on people, but I always want to put my hands on people.
Especially in Alhambra. I feel like that was such a dangerous place. Like to get into trouble. I had like guns drawn on me in Alhambra one time.
Mom.
I was in I drove stick shift and I had like a little RAV4.
Dangerous. I like that car.
I was someone boxed me in. I was leaving the bar. It was like a Tuesday night. It was at Havana House. Someone boxed me in, so I like just released my foot from the clutch a little bit and I backed up and I just tapped the car behind me. So I like moved forward a little bit and I looked in my rearview mirror and I was like, oh, I'm doing anything. So I started driving off and then the next thing I know, there's like a bike cop that rolled on the side of me. There were like 3 cop cars pulled up and they're like, stop, get out of the car. And they had their guns drawn on me.
Oh my god.
They had their guns drawn on me and I got out of the car and I was like, gosh, like I swear I didn't do anything. And thank God I didn't drink that night. I was being responsible.
That's
so
crazy.
They had me sit on the curb and I told them like, why didn't you see any damage? So like why was I like what am I supposed to do if I didn't like hurt the car? And they said, well you have to leave them a note.
Why do they draw guns on you?
It's because they have nothing. Because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, it was.
There's like nothing crazy going on. So like every little thing, they're like.
I left terrified.
You go, Mom.
No, are you kidding me? I would not tell my mom.
I would.
Dude, I should have been in jail like twice in Alhambra. Like
they're wild.
Yeah, they're Alhambra guys.
I got into a fight in Alhambra at a bar.
I haven't gotten in a bar fight yet.
No,
No,
don't. Because then there's like some like crazy mom that's telling her daughter, like my mom told me, if she's pretty, you better fuck up her face. So that's always like the goal. I'm like,
To my mom.
I'm surprised I don't fucking like make fucking noises when I'm fighting because it's so aggressive.
It was a different time
bad.
too, though.
Totally
Not
different
everyone had phones. Like people
Oh, yeah,
weren't
yeah.
recording
everything.
stuff, and
Loved it.
now
That's
it's
how it
like everybody has this. I'm just like, dang, I miss those days where I'm like, bitch, meet me at the park at 4 p.m. I'm gonna beat your ass. Then you want to bring your friend, I'm gonna beat her ass after. You know what I mean? Like nobody ever met up with me, but I was threatening that. That's what my mom taught me to do. She's like, don't get kicked out of school, okay, mom? And then
That's
meet
what
me
my
at
mom
the park
used
at
to say
this time, so I'll beat your ass, and they wouldn't show up. Forget it then. I'm going home. So not like that.
That's
No,
whatever.
that's why you just put Visine in people's drinks now. Fucking give them chorro. It's easier. You know what I mean? They're not gonna die. But
I thought about
just-
it, like those tiny ways to like get people back. I'd like blow glitter like on their car or something.
Oh man, we did that to someone one time. We put I don't know if I want to tell everyone. Wet, chunky dog food
Oh
on
my
the
God.
windshield.
Ooh.
Oh.
That shit doesn't come out.
Ooh,
It's just
in the thing. Oh.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the right person. It was my friend's like ex-boyfriend, but it was his friend's car. I had no idea. And
Was it during the summer?
Oh.
That would have been
Probably
so bad.
So warm. But yeah, that runny chunky dog food.
Ooh.
That's the one, the watery one.
That's like malicious. That's like planned. What is it?
Yeah, and I
Planned
felt
murder?
so we were so excited to do it. It wasn't my ex. It was just we used to
I'm
call it.
always doing things for people's exes. Remember?
We used to call it. You know why? Remember?
Oh yeah.
You know why? Because we said like,
Yeah.
they deserve a you know why, and they'll
Mhm.
know why. Like when they get it.
Those are the best.
It's so weird, like how now, like I don't know. The world isn't sensitive. I understand, but at the same time, it's kind of like, damn, if two girls don't like each other, why can't you just let them beat each
Fight.
other's ass? Like, fuck. Like, just get it out of their system. That's what they want to do.
To be hit across the
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah,
slap
man.
across the face. Yeah, I agree. But like growing, you guys, Bianca's 18 years older than me. So like growing up,
Practically a mom.
like we didn't grow up. It wasn't different because I feel like we have like the same experiences, but like mine's just all on camera or like on the
Yeah.
internet.
Oh yeah,
Different
so
time,
different.
yeah. We got lucky. We didn't have anything documented. There were so many times like.
Yeah, because I know if I hit somebody, it's gonna be on Snapchat the next day or Instagram.
Yeah, I had guns drawn at me. I forgot about that.
Crazy. Bianca's reminiscing. Like, what crazy life.
I would have gotten kicked out of school so many times. I remember when some guy in high school, the weight like always like kind of fluctuated, and I'll never forget this because it like I'm so happy that I did it. He was like, "Damn, Yvette, you have fat tits," and I was like, I threw my backpack down and I chased him, and then when I caught him, I slapped him across the face in front of everyone. And he was like, "You fucking bitch," and I was like, "Really?" And I fucking went at it again. So it was like the football players, and they were just like, "What happened?" Like they didn't see me be angry, and they saw like this cute little cheerleader girl, like, "Oh, she's so cute and nice, whatever." But I was like, "Don't fuck with me." So then I told them what happened, and they were like on him about it, and like they made him apologize to me. It didn't mean shit to me as I didn't trust him, but I was at the same time I was just like, dude, like you were so rude to me. Yeah.
You deserve it.
He's lucky I didn't punch him in the face. That's what I wanted to do, but I was like, let me just slap him.
And he was all shocked. Why would you do that?
I feel like being sexually harassed. That was so like normal back then.
I mean, there was things that happened at the high school, like just horrible things. And I'm like, now, like those people would have been in jail.
Yeah.
Now those people,
different.
I mean, they would have. Yeah, like, and it's just like sad because to ruin someone's reputation or to like make them feel unsafe or make them, you know what I mean? Like make people think like that they're not good enough for the world or like want to commit suicide and shit. Like these were people that I knew. It's like you suck, you know?
Yeah.
It's sad, but I mean,
Especially so young. Like, what are you so angry
I know. They have to like bring back castration. We talk about this shit all of the time.
Oh yeah, we do.
We wish, man.
We feel like every problem in the world starts and ends with like a man
Man.
and his penis.
Literally. No,
We're
I
not
agree.
man haters, but
There are some men that you hate on
Yeah.
that deserve to be hated on.
No, there's just like some men, like men that like, abuse and do like, inappropriate stuff with their. Yeah, that shit needs to be. Like, I'll volunteer. You need me to cut a dick off? I will be happy to cut a dick off. Like,
Because it all works the system.
I'll put salt on it like a snail, so it fucking sizzles. I don't give a shit. I will do it.
I'll work
I'm in. I volunteer.
I'll volunteer.
I'll volunteer. Bianca doesn't have the heart. She can't do it. I want to talk about how I was growing up with like us being so different in age because it was so different than like a regular sister. Because I feel like a regular sister, like your age, you fight and you like fight over clothes and boys and like all that stuff. And you can like, I don't know, talk about it in a different way. But like having an older sister and her friends, because we were talking about this the other day. I was at Bianca's apartment every Friday night for quite some time, just watching all you guys get drunk.
How funny.
And I wanted to be there.
Which apartment was this? I don't think, was I part of that era?
Yeah. I was, all of them.
The one in by the Target?
Yes.
Rosemead?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was a haunted.
Yeah,
that one was
freaking
great too.
apartment.
Oh my gosh, I loved that apartment though, because that was like I felt like a big girl going over, because nobody had like an older sister, like I don't want to say older, but like older sister.
Yeah, that's
like me, and everybody thought it was so cool because like she would buy me stuff and like clothes and Build-A-Bears and take me places, and so going to like that apartment, I was so excited all the time. Mom said that we went to Disneyland one time. And that whole time I was crying because I wanted to go to Bianca's house. She was like, you kept being a little brat and you kept saying, when are we going home? I want to go to Bianca's.
How old were you?
I was probably really young because I used to go a lot every Friday. I just wanted to like be involved, and it was so cool to like be with the girls and like hear what you guys talked about. And Bianca,
sleepover once, right? The twins.
Yeah, they remember that too. That was like a core memory for them.
How cute.
But like being in like conversations, because Bianca didn't filter anything. Bianca was just like, just don't repeat it. Don't tell mom, and then you'll be invited back.
I just wanted my drinks.
and I still invite myself over. But like at that apartment, I was telling Bianca this one story where we went to TGI Fridays, and she made us walk there. And I was like, well, why are we walking if you have a car? It was because Bianca wanted to get drunk at TGI Fridays with you, and I just so happened to be there.
And you were there.
And you were there. But she wanted you guys to go get drunk at TGI Fridays, and I was just kind of there with you guys, like,
I remember that one
with the lemonade.
I remember that.
After you guys were pretty drunk, and Bianca was like, did you know that they brought back Captain Crunch peanut butter? And you were like, no way. Yes. And me, I was like, oh, Captain Crunch peanut butter. And Bianca was like, why are you not as excited as I am? And she was so mad at me because I wasn't over the moon about this Captain Crunch peanut butter. So we walked to Target and we got milk and
I remember
Captain Crunch peanut butter, and she made us carry her groceries back to her apartment. And I remember sweating. This is like when I was chubby and like small.
You weren't chubby.
She made us. Yes, I was. And she made us walk. Bianca made it known that I went through the ugly stage. That's another thing about having an older sister, is that she'll tell you when you're ugly. I was like, okay. So we had to carry all her groceries up her stairs. And you guys were drunk, and I was just like with all the bags.
All happy still?
Yeah, but that was like a core memory. But you see what I mean? Like having an older sister is just like, it's different.
Funny.
So that's you, Marina.
I know.
I'm really excited. I'm kind of nervous.
It's fun. It's fun as the younger sibling. Maybe not the older one. Bianca, now that I'm older, she's like, I had no money. Your mom was making me buy you all this stuff. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. She's a good big sister.
It's
a good big sister.
I always had like a car seat in the back of my car. So I had like party friends that I would go out with. I would like only go like party with them. And someone opened the back seat of my car one time. They're like, wait, you have a kid? And I was like, what? No. Like, why would I have a, like, what are you talking about?
where are you getting this information from?
Yeah, and they said, "Oh, you have why do you have a car seat in the back seat?" I'm like, "Oh, no, that's my sibling. They'll just toss it in the back." Okay.
I was at Target the other day, and my little cousin Izzy, she's 15. Why did they ask if I was her mother? How old do I look?
No, well, yeah, that happens to me a lot.
Yeah, she's 15.
Bianca was bad every time that happened. She's like, I don't look like your mom.
No, but you would call me mom sometimes.
To be a little brat.
Yeah, if there were guys around, she'd say, "Mom."
What
And
a
she would
cock
smile.
blocker.
I'm like, I'm not your mom.
I've been a man hater since the beginning.
Yeah,
Isn't that so sad that like for women it's so different? Like men are just like, oh, she's a mom, but then if a guy has a kid, then
Yeah.
women are like, oh, whatever.
How cute.
Not us. I'm just like,
No.
you got a kid. I'm good. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
I was like, a little brat. I
You
can't
were,
believe you invited me
actually.
back so many times.
Yeah, you don't remember. There are a lot of things that you don't remember.
I was okay, wow.
It's so convenient.
No, she calls out like every tantrum that I throw. I'm like, girl, get over it.
She went through this phase where she wouldn't wear pants. Like, she wouldn't wear pants at all. So she would wear skirts with tights or skirts, like, but that was it. So I used to fight her in the morning. I would take her to school and she was like, "No, I'm not going."
I hated school too. But
Yeah, well,
That's
aside from
funny,
that,
though.
if you didn't have tights to wear under your skirt,
Yeah,
when it was
they're
cold,
big
like,
tantrum.
you didn't want to go to school.
Sounds like
she
Amelia.
never. Well, she never.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Reincarnated. You're welcome.
Yeah, and the thing is like, what's funny is like, you're like, I'm not even gonna fight with her. But you used to fight with her. You probably got out of your
Well,
system.
she
she
never-
fights with Amelia.
Oh, you do?
Amelia's my daughter.
Well, Amelia
Oh, yeah.
doesn't. Amelia doesn't have an older sister to tell her like you look ridiculous.
Oh, she
Put
has
yourself
me.
together. Exactly.
She, like-
this is. We're all what she has. Like I have to tell
I
her when she's
know.
looking ridiculous. I'm like, take that fake pink hair out of your out of your curly hair and throw it in the trash. I'm like, Amelia, that tiara, you cannot go out with that to the mall. You no.
I'm her hype man
Yeah.
for sure. I'm just like, she like does stuff, and I'm like, ooh, girl, and she just like, she thinks she's fly. I'm like, girl,
Exactly.
whatever makes her so happy.
But Bianca won't fight with her. Because
I know.
Bianca didn't fight with me either. When we in the morning, she would just kind of like she would finish getting ready, and then she'd be like, "Miranda, hurry up." And one time she pinched me really hard, and that stuck with me forever. Because she
So that's in
didn't.
the fucking journal.
Yeah, she didn't hit me. She didn't hit me, but I remember I was sitting there on the like my mom's bed, like, "No, I'm not going." And she went, and she just pinched me like so angrily, and
That's
like
awesome.
I remember being like, "Whoa, she means business."
Serious.
She took it really far. And our other sister was like, I can't even deal with her. Like she was no help either. But I was just a menace.
Now you know why. Now
Yeah.
Now you get to live it with you.
She almost threw me out of a car once.
That's exaggerated, okay?
She
I'm like, tuck and roll, bitch, tuck and roll.
We have different versions of this story.
No, Marco was there. Our younger brother was there. Marco was already in the car. We were going to school. We were probably late. And
Oh, yeah.
We're probably late.
Where I was hungover.
Marco, exactly. And Marco saw me. I was trying to get into the car with my little rolling backpack. No help. Bianca just slammed the door. And I'm trying to get in still. I feel the tire brush against my leg. And, you know,
It was
normal,
a bird, Miranda. Stop lying. It was the air
A
from the
normal-
bird's wing.
a normal person would step back from the car. No, I decided to jump into the vehicle while the door was wide open.
My
And me and my brother were going, stop, stop, stop. No, Bianca finished her turn with me dangling out of the
Alright,
car.
well now this is my version. So you were throwing a tantrum, you were taking a long time to get in the back seat. So you closed the door, but you didn't close it right. You were in the car. And I started driving off and the door flung open a little bit.
She's such a
And you
liar.
started screaming, but I had to finish my turn. I couldn't stop in the middle of the street. So I had to complete my turn and the door was open. It was a little ajar.
She's such a liar. She's such a little liar.
So then I finished my turn, and then I told you, shut up. I think I was mad at you too. I was like, stop playing around and shut up.
I still went to school. I'm all tire burn on my tights.
Right, tire marks.
My bow falling off my head. I almost flew out of a vehicle. Oh, whatever. Bianca
Oh my god.
Bianca was a questionable babysitter sometimes. I had my first sip of wine with Bianca.
Really?
Yeah. You were like, you want a sip? you want to try it? And I was like, okay. So I tried it. I bet you
I
either,
was probably trying to put you to sleep.
I know, either that or Veronica was there, and I was like, yeah, I want some. And I took a sip. That
I
was
think
my
I
first time.
remember that.
A first sip of beer, too, I took with you.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you were alcoholic. You were,
Yeah.
you were probably drunk and like,
We have to have like remember when we went for like your birthday to Long Beach with like Darlene and Doreen. Darlene was pregnant.
Oh, no, that was Amber's
birthday. That was
Amber's
so much fun. We were all so drunk. We gotta like do that with you guys.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, it's so much
we should
fun
probably
now.
get a room out there though because
Okay.
we were like zombies. It was
It was so much fun.
was
Like
fun.
growing up watching you guys, and now that we're older, I'm like, oh my god, like now we can go with you guys. But I don't know if we can hang as long.
no, you guys definitely can.
Listen, I could party, okay?
Yeah.
But there has to be something happening.
Yeah.
Or else I get bored.
Well, when we went to brunch,
Yeah, we came back.
face down into the couch, me and Marina were knocked out for 3 hours, and you guys were still going.
Yeah.
Me and Marina were dead on the couch.
I was like, I guess I was like saying stuff, and I was like, I don't remember, and I was like, dang, and I was like, am I in trouble? I was like, asking my boyfriend, am I in trouble? He was like, no, just like, I go, why you always gotta censor me for? Why can't I just say what the fuck I want to say? That's how I felt. And he's just like, oh, so you felt that way? I don't remember. Apparently, I did.
I don't know who that was back there, but she wasn't me.
Right?
But I don't know if we can take that one.
Yeah,
Well-
we have to do that, but we have to take like my cousins. You guys can take your cousins, and I'll take my cousins.
What do you mean, my
Is it-
cousins? What
is
do you
this-
mean,
I
like
know.
Darlene and Doreen?
Yeah, like the older,
Oh,
the
yeah,
older
yeah.
generation.
We
of-
take her daughters.
Oh, yeah. And the girls, yeah.
We're like,
Fun. It'll
we're
be
just all in
fun.
the same group.
Yeah, I feel like it's so much fun that way.
Yeah.
We're lucky. That's very rare that
Yeah.
we have like 2 generations of
Mm-hmm. That's what we talk about all
cousins
the
that
time.
are
That are
close.
really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because like we saw you guys hanging out, and we were like, well, we want to do that.
We're always like,
Yeah.
that's us in the future.
Yeah.
Well, it's you guys now, which is awesome, you know?
Can't
Especially,
wait.
yeah, because you guys always have to, like, look out for each other. It's hard to, like, trust people, like, friends and stuff, and, like, you go out and, like, we all have them. Like, there's, like, party friends, and, you know, like, just, like, cool to, like, party with, but then you have friends that are just, like, I want to keep, like, hanging out and, like, you know?
On like quiet night.
Yeah.
Those are real friends.
Like, my Friday nights forever were just with either Santino or Amelia as babies making them
My
dance.
kids. Yeah,
Doing all, yeah.
that was our Friday night.
It was
The
fun.
kids,
We would
and
like go to the
wine.
gym and then like come back and like drink wine and like clean and then just like watch like reality TV and be like, oh my god, and just till like 2-3 o'clock in the
And
morning and dance
Oh.
and pass out, and it was like I look forward to those Friday nights, you know.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
But now it's like it's different now when you like get in a relationship. It's cool, but I'm like, man, the equation didn't involve you.
I have to add you in.
Yeah. What did Amelia say? I asked her if she liked your boyfriend. She said, I'm getting used to him. Well,
Me.
that's not a no.
Yeah, and but she's always all these kids. Honey, when you having a baby? I'm like, why? Oh, I want a little cousin. Were you gonna watch it? No, I'm too little. I'm like, well, stop asking questions about this part of my body because. But she's like, she told me she wants to see me pregnant because I would look funny. I'm like, that's a great reason.
Amelia's so backhanded. It's so funny. But maybe that's why we're the same. Maybe that's why we butt
You
heads
guys
so
are
much.
exactly the same.
But it's
That's
so
why
funny.
you guys do
Bump
fight
heads.
The
so
way she
much.
said that she's getting used to her boyfriend, when I was like, you better gonna come for my 21st birthday. You were like, oh, we're going to Mexico. And I was like, oh, with him? I was like, oh, when did he come? I guess.
I know, you're like, man. I was like, and for me, I just got used to him so quickly that it just became like part of my normal life. But then, like, there are times where I'm just like, I just really just want to be with myself. Or I'd rather, like, not rather, but like, I'm just like, I'd rather just be with Bianca. And like, I miss missing with, I think I'm a little
The
buzzed.
wine's hitting.
I miss messing with the kids and like the dogs and I don't know. I mean, like, thankfully, like, I'm like wild and he could like handle it. You know what I mean? So it's like it wouldn't work if he didn't.
Well, you've been by yourself for so long that you just like
I know.
That was
by
a part of
herself.
it, yeah.
She has
More.
Jesus with her.
According to
Sorry,
Bianca's
but
son,
that's-
honey's never alone. She always got Jesus. And I always tell, like my boyfriend would be like, oh, babe, are you gonna go alone? No, I always have Jesus with me. Stop. And he's like, oh yeah, that's what he told you, huh? I'm like, well, it's true. Or I'm just like, what did you do today? He's like, I did this, I did that. Well, Jesus is watching you, so you better take it easy. Like whatever you're doing.
No one's
You
alone.
always got Jesus watching you.
You guys will get to that point where the little, like the smaller kids, start getting older and they're like, well, where's your boyfriend?
Like Dominic, probably.
When
Will, like,
no,
married?
literally already. Santino was like, yeah, back in your day, the early 2000s. I said, what? Whoa, buddy, what? And he was like, yeah, back when you were young. Back when I was young. I said, bro, this is my, what? I was like, I'm in my prime. What do you mean? Back when I was young. So you better take that back right now.
he just like sees you as older, which is like funny because, you know, they're so little. It's like,
You guys are gonna do the Theas.
mm-hmm.
You know, I calculated when Amelia was 15. That sounds
I
horrible.
had a burp. Sorry, Mike.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
burping into you.
30, so young still.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm in my 30s, but then I'm like,
We are in our 30s.
Breezy, we're gonna be 40 this year.
I still, in my mind, I'm 25.
No, in my mind, and my soul, and my heart, I'm like 25, but then my body tells me different.
But I look in the mirror and I'm like, wait, who's this bitch? Like,
This
Like,
invasive bitch.
I am 25.
I know.
When did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was at a family party on Saturday, and then like I had, I had a long dress on and stuff, and it's literally like our family's so big, everyone's just family. There's like no friends. There's like it's just family, and then like those friends become family. I literally was like dropping it low, and then I was like, my knees are still good. You know what I mean? If I can't drop it low, then my knees are bad. But they freaking hurt now.
The next day.
Not the next day. At the time, it's all I'm trying to come back up, and I'm like, where's my magnesium? I need to like put like a little carry one on, like a little travel one. Just
Bianca felt it the other night. She felt her age.
Oh my god.
I saw the video.
I showed you the
awesome.
video. I showed you the video. Bianca fell off a stool pretty hard.
It was like,
I had too much fun. It was terrible.
did
It
you
was
get bruised?
Oh no, my whole body was sore. I was dying. I couldn't move for like
God,
the whole
it was
day.
so funny because I opened the door and it was just Sergio with like your purse and I was like, where's Bianca? And he like pulled you out from like the window and you were like just smiling, like swaying back and forth.
I had so much fun.
Oh my god! And I just started laughing because you're making fun of me the night before. You're
I
like,
was.
how did you get so drunk,
Like, how are you
Miranda?
over? Why are you telling us? Like I never
Yeah, and
barf like that.
I threw up Sunday morning.
Karma got her.
Karma.
Karma got Bianca real bad.
Yeah.
What were you drinking? Like vodka?
Tequila drink. I don't know, like Paloma, just whatever. I took a shot of tequila, just whatever people brought to me. A whiskey sour too. I was
Oh
like,
my god!
yeah. No,
Bianca likes
I was real
whiskey.
excited at the time. I was like, ooh.
Whiskey sour. That's the Bianca thing.
I love it because like Bianca, like when she's real drunk, she's quiet and she just looks like a deer in headlights.
Yes,
And her eyes are
yes.
big, and then
Oh my
she just
God.
like, I'm just like, bitch, blink. And she just like, and I'm like, oh my god, who gave her what? Is she on drugs? Like I have so many questions, but I'm like, she's just drunk.
She's
had
just like
so
in
much
her own.
fun.
She just doesn't. She doesn't talk. It's like not like nothing.
She doesn't even laugh, and like you miss the laugh.
It's-
You're just
it's
like, this
literally
bitch is drunk because she doesn't
Lights
even
on,
laugh.
no one's home is like what it is because
Oh.
she's
I had so much fun.
like
No thoughts, head empty.
yeah. That's Bianca when she's drunk. Yvette started partying one time. One time Yvette got so wine drunk. She put herself to bed in Amelia's bed. In Amelia's bed. And we were all, where did Yvette go? Where did Yvette go? Bianca was like, oh, she fell asleep. She's in Amelia's bed. My brother went looking for his jacket. He grabbed the blankets and ripped them off of you. And you were like, you were still cuddled up in the bed. It was so.
scared. He was like, there's someone there.
He was like, oh my god, I just ripped the blankets off of Yvette and she didn't move.
Well, no, like I
You had
think.
your fur coat. Oh, that's
Amelia-
the fur coat that Amber stole.
Oh, it was my vest. My fucking fun vest. She fucking spilled coffee on it.
She was also wine drunk.
No, but she said that the next morning that Amelia like goes over to her and she was like, well, that night Amelia was like, Mommy, honey's like that on the bed. So she was like, I had to go check on you to see if you were breathing. Like, oh, she's fine. And then, but like, I really concerned Amelia. Like, I felt bad, but I was like, and then she makes fun of me. Remember the time you picked me up at a bar with my friend? And I was so sick, you guys. Like, I didn't even know what I was texting. And I didn't even mean to get that drunk. I called out of work and everything. And then she picked me up, and it was with Amelia and Santino, both kids. And I was throwing up in the car, and Amelia, she had trash bags, thank God. Fucking Amelia. I was like, honey.
Oh
She was making fun of me. And like, it's so hilarious now, but at the time.
And I never see you like that. I never see
Ever.
you so drunk where you're barking.
But that shit was hilarious that she was like, honey. She's in her car seat, all cute and shit. Honey. What the matter? She was like imitating me.
She's
Like, that shit is hilarious. I'll never forget that.
in her car seat is wild. She's still in a car seat, just like you're funny.
And there was
I wouldn't remember. I just remember Amelia doing that because I wanted to laugh, but like my soul was like dying.
You kept
so
doing
I
it
couldn't.
too. She kept doing it too. She was all laughing. She's like, back to Amelia.
Oh my God.
You guys kept doing
I
it
felt
back
bad. I was like damn it, because she's trying to cover up for me with the kids, but like now they're just like Amelia. She's like, honey, you came over to drink some wine with my mommy. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay. We're gonna have a dance party later. Yeah. Okay. She didn't give a shit about us.
She just wants to party with you guys.
She's a party animal.
Her little old women, Santa Fe Springs dances. She's always just dancing.
Oh my God, we take her to the swamp meet, and then she would totally dance.
Yeah. She's so funny. No, she's going to like that stage where like she gets embarrassed really easily. It's like we went to Quinceañera and Bianca was like, go dance. Amelia, why are you acting like this? I was like, Bianca, if you don't leave her alone. I was like, you don't understand it. I was like, she's nervous. There's a bunch of other little girls here that she doesn't know. Like, you leave her alone. Okay.
So this is Lucy. This is my LA poodle.
We like to introduce a new character.
We call her an LA poodle because any lost dog that you see, like
looks
on
like her.
Nextdoor app or
She ran away at the lake, and we all had to hunt her down.
Oh my God, we went camping.
We did.
It was so bad.
We went camping and she ran into the shrubs. And our other cousin, she's like in love with animals.
Yeah.
Me and Bianca, we stood back and we were like,
I was like, fuck it, if it's her time, it's
I
her
know.
time.
She was a puppy. I was not gonna jump into the shrubs. So we all just like looked at her jump in and we were like, oh, there she goes. There, a dog lost. We don't know what to do.
Well, her government name is Lucy, but her nickname is Fraggle. She looks like a Fraggle Rock. And
They don't know what Fraggle Rock is.
I know what Fraggle Rock is.
Oh, okay.
yeah, she does. You know, and
She gave me
I
the
don't-
look. She doesn't know what it is.
I don't know what Fraggle Rock
I
is.
expected that.
and her mouth is orange. She probably has spaghetti. And she's neglected and she's real feisty, and look at her, she looks at me like she's in love with me, but she's not. And she has like little cute lips like Whoopi Goldberg. And her little nose. So she bites kids.
She does.
She does.
She has spaghetti mouth all
Yeah,
the time.
but I bit her one time back because she bit Amelia, and I didn't appreciate that. And she knows, don't come for me.
One night outside, the coyotes will get her. The coyotes will get her, and she'll be gone.
Always see a coyote
when we're leaving your house.
All the
Always.
time
Yeah.
you see the
When we're
same
driving home.
coyote. It's
But
so creepy.
we looked it up. We looked it up and we're like, what does seeing a coyote mean? It means like seeing the. It means like you're in the right place at the right time. So every time that
okay.
we're leaving
So it
home,
brings us a lot of peace. It brings
Yeah.
us a lot
Oh, I'm glad
It's
you.
crazy.
I'm glad like dogs getting attacked brings you guys peace.
Oh.
the other day I saw a dead coyote
Oh,
No.
I don't
on the side of the road.
Where?
It was right here on like the long street
Oh,
coming down. I thought like, oh, Maybe I'm not at the right place at the right time.
You know, coyotes are very smart. We had one jump over our fence, which is like super. It's like 10 feet tall. Like how 12?
10 feet. Oh, the wall.
The gate over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It jumped over, and it was in the backyard. So I had Sergio go outside. My husband. I had my husband go outside and like look for it because I was worried about our dogs. And it jumped over and escaped. But they're very smart. He was walking the dogs the night before at like 11:30, and it came at like 3 in the morning. But they know.
You know, and she knows too because
She's a nice little snack. She's a nice little coyote snack.
She's chunky. She's more than a snack. She's an hors d'oeuvre. Sir? Yes.
and the whole neighborhood knows it because she be right on the street.
She does. She has a little combat vest. We have to put her combat vest on her. It's a vest, and it has like
Army
print.
Very.
And then she can't fit outside of the gate. But if she doesn't have that on, she can slide through, and she's like up and down.
To get back inside.
Did you see her out?
No, she had
halfway through it.
she had her combat vest on though. She couldn't get out all the way. She had her combat vest on.
The whole neighborhood knows her.
She goes to take
She
poops.
sees Bianca and starts running towards the house while she's like walking back.
Mhm.
She goes and takes poops in front of people's
But
lawns.
she's so cute though.
She's an alley poodle, of course.
She's an alley poodle.
Every dog looks like her. Am I wrong?
Every
Literally.
Bianca, I'm so sorry. She's like a crusty white dog.
yeah,
She's
no,
a crusty white dog, yeah. Well, we call them alley poodles.
Okay.
I was gonna say
That's what we call them.
every Mexican has a crusty white dog at one
so
point in their life. I've had a crusty white dog in my life, and he was an amazing dog.
He actually looked a lot like Lucy.
Exactly. His name was Gizmo.
Alley poodle.
A guy that looks like her too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Crusty,
And white.
white,
A little stinky.
orange mouth, spaghetti. Fucking totally. Keep his arm on my fucking leg like that. Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg lips.
I'm surprised you guys know who Whoopi Goldberg is.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes she
well,
causes drama.
Totally good.
Okay,
But like Franco also looks like a fucking cholo. Like look at the little
the little mustache and beard.
Yeah. We're going
Oh, look, she knows. She loves me. Even though I don't really.
But I don't love her.
I'm like, oh, great. You're right next to me.
she's so happy to get love. Look
She
at her.
is. She's so cute. She does look like a little
She's
thug.
like, Mom, you're touching me. This is some shit.
I know. Usually Bianca's like, get away from me.
I know. She's like, I have this green ball on my face. It looks like a fucking plant on my face, but no one's taking it off.
She goes to the groomers.
She gets groomed. She gets cute little bows on her. Hello, Lucy.
Yeah, but then they get matted in her hair.
Yeah. They don't come off for like months.
I know.
Nobody takes them off.
Well, it's hard. I had my first love dog, and once he passed away, it was just so hard to
What
love
do you
these
mean?
dogs.
Lily's still alive.
No, she wasn't my dog. That's Mom's dog.
Really?
No, that is my mom's dog.
I'm gonna send you a picture of Bianca's Instagram post from 2013, and it's gonna say "Lily, my love," and it's gonna be Lily asleep in her bed.
I would love to see that. Actually, that would be very entertaining.
I'm gonna
Can I
look
see
it up.
Yeah, I wanna do that.
Are there
Absolutely.
what other pictures do I have on my Instagram? Can you pull them?
Oh, when we're talking about the business casual stuff,
oh,
they're gonna be
yes.
on the screen.
Pull up the.
Their socks, sister.
Can I touch them?
Yes.
Okay.
They're socks with the fur.
Lily,
Boots with the fur.
my
The
love.
whole club was looking at her.
The
She's like a gremlin.
Can
Yeah.
you see that? What
Lily.
year was that?
This was 2012. Lily's my little black
that was
chihuahua.
10 years ago.
A little blonde
Chihuahua.
chihuahua.
12 years ago?
She's a
Lily
little,
has been around since
the dawn of
Oh my
time.
god, this was us getting ice cream. We both got
Bianca
chocolate
hasn't
ice
been on
cream. That
Instagram
doesn't
in a
make
while.
sense. Why would we get chocolate ice cream?
this weekend.
You
Dude,
should.
bitch, and I had fucking 3 scoops. I mean, you have 2 or
Are you assuming my nails are blue? Yeah. Are those my? Yeah, because you've been doing chicken fingernails and weird stuff.
Bianca
Those are
hasn't
my
been on
hands. Yes.
Instagram.
Oh my God, you did have 3 scoops. Look at that, 3 scoops reminds me. Why did we get chocolate? Why did we get chocolate though?
Why did we get chocolate?
You're really feeling it.
We're gonna throw up pictures.
Oh my God, do you remember this? I love the nights.
listeners.
I love the
We're showing
nights. I
pictures on
can't.
Instagram.
I can't remember with friends. I can't forget. That's beautiful.
Wait, what is that?
Okay, Bianca.
Oh, that
I
was
know.
the
Show
The audio listeners.
We had so much fun together. Remember, we used to party at Newport Beach all of the time. We had like the best times in Newport Beach.
It's a picture of them while they're young.
Oh wow, that was a lot of fun. We always had
I love it.
so much fun.
I love it. I go
mean,
back.
we still have fun. It's just not as careless. Oh wow,
Breezy. Take a screen recording of all of them.
Literally. Oh no, I'm gonna be throwing in clips of this forever. I love these. Oh my God, her caption. Also, Bianca's
What is her
Instagram caption. This was 2012. No makeup bag, no phone, and no bra. Good times, man.
Yeah. That's how it was.
that's all.
Bianca was on her Instagram game and it was beautiful.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And did we have the best time ever?
We always had.
Yes.
We didn't care about like dating. We didn't care about guys. We just like cared about like we literally just looked out for each other and just always had a good time. Like, hey, are you good? Like we would check in. Like, do you need anything? You need water? Like we would just, and that's like what friendship is. Like you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't fucking, I don't know.
Oh my God, Bianca's Instagram posts were so good. Look at and look.
Oh my gosh, let me see that.
Drink.
Look at how skinny I was. Oh my gosh.
You're both so skinny.
Oh my god, that filter is horrible.
Drank a
babe,
little,
but you know
danced a little, laughed a little. Good times.
It was
Dude,
beautiful.
I think I still have that dress, but I don't look like that in that dress.
I'm like, I probably have that dress.
Oh, probably, yeah. I think I got rid of that dress.
I probably still have it.
Dude. My
Wow.
body, oh my
The
god.
sisterhood of the traveling dress.
I know. I don't know why.
I'm like, you want to talk about a real party?
That's
Oh.
us right there.
This. Oh my
For
God.
audio listeners, it's me and
Did you
Marina
guys have that picture?
on
Do
my
you guys
10th
have that
birthday.
picture?
Did we what?
No, you have to
Oh
save
my
that.
god.
We have a lot of pictures from that day, though.
Oh my
I
God.
got some printed in my house.
And
I
I
love-
remember I was like real
Excited.
hungover that day.
She was
At
doing
your
girls'
party.
eyeshadows. She made a girl cry because her eyeshadow was so bad. She put really dark blue eyeshadow on this one little girl.
And
Oh
she
my gosh,
hated
on
it.
your friend, right?
Yeah, and she
I
hated
know
it.
exactly who.
I remember that.
But
I was
Bianca was
hungover.
Bianca was hungover. But I remember
And I was
this
trying
one.
to smear it. I was like, do you like it now?
She was like,
You were
my
trying your
inspiration
best.
is Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
I was like, you know what, girl? You're never going to be happy with anything in your life, okay? Let me just tell you now. You're welcome. Bye.
Get used to disappointment.
Yeah.
No, I
it's-
love it. And then I look back. Oh my God, I love these pictures. I love Bianca's Instagram because you look back on like your Halloween in like 2012. All these girls dressed so sexy, corsets, tights.
She's a fucking flying
She's a
monkey.
flying monkey. My sister
The Wizard
decided.
of Oz. That was like the.
Let me see.
I loved it. And I had a tail.
You're kidding.
You
My
can't see it in this
sister
picture, but I had a
decided-
tail.
I was there.
You were an 80s girl.
I know. I was like, that was like my go-to.
You were an 80s girl. Bianca decided to be a flying monkey.
Wow.
It
And
was.
I remember going
and
shopping
Sergio was
with her.
a witch. Sergio was the Wicked Witch of the West.
I remember going shopping with Bianca for for this specific
That was the old
costume.
house.
Forever. Forever we went shopping for that costume. Oh God, I love your old Instagram. Yvette Young. Young Yvette, little baby
That was
Yvette.
on your birthday.
That was
Oh
my first
shit!
met
That was
Marina.
2013.
Mhm. How old were you
Oh
in
no,
2013?
we knew each other way more. Like
No,
Yeah.
but remember it was at the restaurant? And
Yeah.
No, but before at 2012. So you guys go back one.
maybe it was before that.
Yeah. You guys knew each other.
Oh my god.
oh shit! This was your 21st birthday.
No, 2013. How old were you?
Whoa.
I
Oh,
think
no.
I think you're just being
I
funny
just
in the
I
caption.
was being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys were already.
Oh my god. I gotta like look through this and like you have to send me screenshots.
Oh
Please.
wow.
Oh my God, I will.
Wow.
I love Bianca's
Sorry,
Instagram.
audio listeners.
Yeah.
Our YouTube listeners right now are loving it. but
Yeah, YouTube will get
sorry,
the pics.
Sorry, Spotify.
But
Oh, and
Apple.
Music.
Yeah, we're now on
Oh.
Apple.
Sorry.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Bianca and her friends.
If you want to scroll through these.
Bianca
Okay,
and
I
her
would do
How
it
about
later. But
Yeah. I'll send you pics.
yeah.
Bianca and her friends were my 2000 It Girls. They were
Yeah.
my 2000 It Girls. You guys are what I
So
saw.
much fun.
You guys would go pick up Bianca. This is when me and Bianca were roommates.
Yes.
me and Bianca were roommates for a little while.
That's what happens when you're not ready to move out of your house, but you move out anyway. You're going to end up moving back home. So I would say, like, just wait when you're ready. It doesn't matter if you're like 28, 29.
My God. Remember this shit? We were in Vegas.
audio listeners, it's them young
That
in
was
Vegas.
so much fun.
Dude, we got kicked out of the pool. I'm not going to tell you why we got kicked out of the pool. It wasn't because of us. However,
I don't even
was this
remember.
the time?
We
Wait, was
spent
it
so, yes, and we don't have a lot of makeup on. Like she said, look at that. We're so barefaced.
No,
Look at that.
We didn't have a lot of
Oh
makeup
my gosh, guys.
We don't have
What
any
the-
makeup on. That was the look.
on. We don't have a makeup on now. We don't.
If I get
Yes.
fancy, I put lips on. I'm just like, oh, my lips are
But you
here.
see what I mean? You see what I mean? The print shirts.
Yeah.
I loved
I had
it.
a print skirt on, boo boo, and I had a chunky necklace on. Okay.
Oh, my mom lives by chunky necklaces.
Oh, that's the style. Yep, print.
Print. It was all prints.
Oh
in
my God, you look
2012.
so Jersey Shore.
Yes.
Look, yes, girl, look.
Oh.
All of you guys.
That's what I mean. You guys were like literally
Yeah.
my 2000s It Girls. Like, this
Dude,
is what I
bitch,
saw.
Look at those fucking arms. Look at those titties. I still have that bathing suit, let me tell you.
Don't you wish you would have
I
walked around
probably
naked
saw-
back then? Like,
Yes.
don't waste any time, girls. Like, you
Speaking
have it,
of
flaunt it.
Of being naked,
Oh my God.
we're going. Oh my God.
Have you guys
guess
ever
what we
been to
did?
a music?
What?
Have you guys ever been to a music festival?
No.
What are you talking about?
You
Like
have.
Coachella?
You've been to a rave.
Oh, yeah, I love raves. Yeah.
We
Bianca
did
used to
something a
party-
little impulsive today.
It was horrible. We were on our first hike at Runyon, and we stopped in the middle, and we bought tickets to Coachella. Bianca.
We did.
Wait,
Okay.
they sell tickets to Coachella?
Yeah.
No.
No,
We
no,
bought
Oh,
them.
on your phone.
online.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. They were, was there a booth? What am I missing?
That's
No,
so
we were
like
in
LA
line
though.
on our little hike.
We
It was
were in
horrible.
Runyon buying Coachella tickets.
Stopped at a bench.
Wait, at Runyon, they have like a little yoga area when you first walk in, and you can take your own mats, and they have like free yoga. Yeah,
What?
if you look at
I don't
the,
think we went to the same
yes,
I know.
yes, it's
It was-
absolutely.
Yeah, we got Coachella tickets. I haven't told mom.
I haven't told my mom either.
It was
My mom
$400.
won't care.
It was $499, Bianca. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So, what days are you guys going?
We're going weekend too.
Yeah, we chose that weekend.
We're gonna stay at my house, and then
We're gonna drive
Robbie's gonna drive us there and back. We've already decided. We haven't
How
told
far
him
is it from your house?
an hour.
yet. Okay, it's like 40 minutes without traffic, but like with traffic, an hour and a half ish.
Oh,
Like it's fine.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was out that way. I thought it was out that way.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
that way.
Like
But-
India.
Okay, well, we would love to go. too. I
You're
would
crazy.
actually, I really would love to go, but I have like
Kids.
kids.
Just a
So-
I don't
family.
even know if I want to go. I might go.
I know
flying.
it sounds
You
terrible.
would love to go. You
'Cause
have to
at
experience
first we weren't
something
gonna
Oh no,
go.
like
I
that.
want to. We have to go.
Yeah. Well, at first we weren't gonna go because we were like, oh well, $500. That's a plane ticket to Hawaii.
Wait, why don't you guys go to Hawaii?
Exactly.
No,
that's
we're
what we were
trying
talking. That's what we were talking about. We're like, why would we buy a Coachella ticket where we're gonna be
Yeah,
dusty
I
and
feel like
gross?
you should cancel Coachella and you should go to Hawaii.
That's what we're saying. But then
Yeah.
Daisy bought a Coachella ticket
Oh.
for her and Delilah, and
Okay.
we were like, okay.
Okay,
have
well,
to
you
go.
guys have to go now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So then we bought Coachella tickets, and now we're going to Coachella.
I'm so proud of you. I've never gone. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
You have to experience it.
At least once.
right?
I mean, just
When is it?
In April.
April.
Okay.
I
So
put it
you
on
have
my.
Santino's birthday and your birthday.
Yeah.
It's your 40th.
Don't Don't waste your money.
No, I'm not trying to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm trying to go hang out with your mom. And like,
So I'm gonna hang out with you guys that weekend.
that's what I was looking at.
Now we're going to Coachella.
But
It
you
was
guys
very
do
impulsive.
have to go to Hawaii. That is like
Yeah.
a must.
And we need a
Yeah.
cousins trip to
Yeah.
Hawaii because we've been to Hawaii, but at separate times. We need to go all together.
all together.
It was
It's so beautiful there. Oh, it is. I love it.
it was such a Bianca impulsive move because every time we're like, why don't we just live like them? Like they had so much fun.
I did.
Why don't we just what? Because
We
Bianca.
literally didn't have money to
Exactly.
go out, you guys. Like we seriously, I don't even know how did we like. We didn't take. I think Uber was.
Not even in existence.
It wasn't.
No.
We used to take taxis then to like Havana.
Yeah. I would.
And like
We would drive.
taxis and like
Yeah, taxis.
her and I like we didn't drive into any of that stuff. We were very like that's why I gravitated towards her because we were very like innocent, but we were innocent to the point where we were like responsible.
But had a good time.
We always had a good time, and we always like wanted to. Yeah, it was just a different time, you know.
So we were like, well, let's just get them and just go.
Well, I'm happy that you went to Tennessee because you were just like,
Yeah, I was
and, like,
questioning that too.
yeah, but you look at
Live
a
a lot.
Yeah, lived a little, which is fine. I was like, okay, I'm gonna live like Bianca. This one time, I said, let's just go because I just got a credit card, so I was like, let's just put it on my credit card and let's go.
yeah,
It'll be so much fun. So now we're going to Coachella.
and just like be responsible with that, and like and you are, you know what I mean, like
So
I'm
hopefully
taking
it's fun.
school tomorrow, which is terrifying for me, but it's okay.
But I got a credit card and I was like, let's blow it. Yesterday I was like, let's go. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh,
This morning, she
fire
was like,
in the
I don't know if we should do this.
No, you absolutely have to
yeah.
do it.
Oh no.
Oh, what are you doing here?
You guys have gone to Vegas. Were you there in Miami too?
No, I didn't go to Miami
You guys used to go to Vegas every
Vegas.
weekend.
for Serena's bachelor party,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of fun.
And that was so much
so
fun.
stressed out about her damn Prius. I could not drive that. I was like, like we don't fight or argue or yell. She was just like, how do you not know how to drive this? And I was
It's like a Barbie car.
idiot.
Gas, brake, gas, brake.
But like I just couldn't for some reason. It
Gas
wasn't like
brake.
normal to me. But anyway, remember I was like we were like following this guy. And it's so cute. We followed him to like CVS or Walgreens or something. And she was like, my friend, and I was like, we exchanged numbers and stuff. Like nothing ever came of it.
Like,
But
you know what? I'm tired. I'm not gonna keep walking. My friend likes you. She wants your number.
and we just like, yeah, it was funny. Like I've never done that, but like we just like had to get away from like everybody because there was like a lot of moving parts, and we were just like, what is going on? Everyone's like fighting and like she's crying. Like it was just a lot of like
Bachelorettes
drama, and
in
we were just,
Vegas. If someone's
oh.
not fighting or crying, it's not a real bachelorette.
Yeah. I mean, we had a good time. I mean,
Or 21st birthday. Can we talk about your birthday?
Yeah,
When?
totally.
I want.
Totally
If
talk
this
about
is in September, we are going.
We're going in October.
We're inviting
That way I'll
ourselves.
already meet you.
Okay.
Well, you are
when's
invited.
your birthday?
We're
My
going.
birthday is September 26th.
Okay.
We're going. And we're going to
Kidnap your mom.
we're gonna kidnap your mom and we're gonna have a good time.
Party.
Actually, your
So
mom's
excited.
so much, but you and your mom are the same person, so I don't
We are,
understand.
but we fight so much that it's not fun. Like, you have to separate us.
It's different because it's like a daughter
Yeah.
mother dynamic. So she's like protective. So it's
Yeah.
just, you know.
And then your mom will have her cousins,
Exactly.
which will be awesome. I can't
It's
wait.
gonna be fun. Marco is still there, but I feel like I'm the last one, you know? Yeah. Because out of the girls, I'm the last one to turn 21.
Well, I wanted to know Bianca's
Festival stories. Let's hear it.
Okay, so
Wait,
I
did
do
you
have
ever go to race?
no.
I went to like one in high school and ran to my sister and was like in shock because she didn't tell me she was going to be there.
Oh.
And then I saw a guy
had like a seizure.
Whoa.
It was really
Yes.
traumatizing.
Very,
so then you
very common.
And then I never went back because I was like, I only like drank and stuff, but I drank Smirnoff. I didn't drink like hard liquor and stuff. So I was like, it was fucking traumatizing. And I was like,
Like I had a seizure at my 15. It was scary. Yeah, I feel
it was
you.
crazy, but that was like the only time I ever went to a festival. And then the other time was like, it was like me, you, and Sergio, and Serena, and like Foggy, and Alice, and like it was a big group. We went up north, and we were like on a lawn, like, and it
We
was
did.
Sergio's friends. That was really fun.
We went to a music festival.
Yeah.
And I remember that. That was fun. And I kept
Okay,
saying,
what
like,
was it?
we went to, like, I'm a
You had just had,
mom. I have a mom. Santiago was like 8 months old. You were watching him.
What? I'm
You
sorry.
and my mom were
Wow.
watching
You
him.
went to a
And
music festival?
in Sacramento,
Yeah.
we, like, drove all
Sacramento.
the way up there.
Was I there?
Yeah. You were a child at
You were
the time.
probably
okay,
like
just kidding.
You were like 11 years old.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I used to go to the raves in,
Pomona.
no, I think they were in LA. They were in the Coliseum, actually. They were in the Coliseum. EDC.
Oh, wait, you
Okay.
went to EDC?
What? Girl, are you kidding me?
What?
No.
So they used to have EDC in the Coliseum, and then it was all ages. And I remember the last year that we went was when they shut it down. There was like, I think
You were the
like
reason.
an underage person overdosed, and
Oh.
I remember walking out into the parking lot, and someone next to me was stabbed, and they were on their way to the hospital, and I was like, that didn't seem right. Like, why are they stabbed?
They
Yeah.
moved EDC to Vegas.
Yeah.
So they moved EDC to Vegas, okay? And I went the first year with Tiffany. She lived, that's my, like, a super, like, my
Yeah.
super old school best friend.
I
And
feel like I remember when we went to that one.
So the first
Yeah.
EDC in Vegas. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah.
Bianca.
so
That's wild.
she lived in Vegas. So we went to the first one,
Mhm.
and we went to her house, and we made arrangements. Like, we were getting dropped off. We were gonna meet up with other friends, and we get there, and we're like trying to meet up with our friends, and it's party time. We're like trying to get drunk, and then the lights go on, and it's very windy, and they say, okay, there's like an automatic like um, message going on over and over again, and they're saying like, go into the center, like, get away from the stand.
What?
So it was too windy in Vegas. The first year that they had EDC, everyone had to figure out how to get there. It was like such a mess.
Wait, so that first year you had to go to the center because it was so, but you were at the festival.
We were at the festival, and the
scary.
lights turned on. There were performers.
creepy.
The lights turned on, and they said, you have to go to the center. Like, everyone go to the bleachers. Go to the bleachers. And the lights were on, and I told my friend, it's too windy. They're going to shut it down. They're not. This is not going to go on. Like, they're going to shut it down. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go now. So we went to the taxi cab line, and we got in a taxi, and we left. And sure enough, they shut it down. They didn't turn, like, the concert didn't, like, resume. It was too windy. It was the first year in Vegas. So I heard that we left at maybe like 12 at night, 12 midnight, and we had friends that left at like 4 a.m.
Oh, whoa.
That's how long the taxi line
Yeah.
went. And then the next day, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Like, I am not going to any more, like, raves. I mean, the Coliseum was one thing. It was like, this is a different, we used to listen to trance music, like, when we went to the raves, like, it was just different. I'm like, this is too different. And we sold our wristbands, and that's it. And we just got
Wow.
them.
So many people love EDC now
Mhm.
too.
Oh God, they would have loved it before at the Coliseum.
Like back
The
in the
Coliseum
day,
is also a vibe.
yeah,
It
it wasn't
was-
like they were dressing like in like you know, like have the animal like kind of
Oh, the
hat.
fur boots?
Like,
No, yes,
Oh,
definitely. They had all of that shit.
They
They did. I remember the first time I went to the Coliseum, there was a girl in line in front of me, and she was just like, she turned around and she said, "Smile, share, share your smiles," and her eyes were rolling to the back of her head, and I was like, "What is?"
I'd be
going on here?"
terrified.
Oh,
It was awesome.
I would
she
lose
was
it.
dressing up
It was awesome.
koala with her fucking
Yeah.
buzz and her like.
She said, "Give everyone your smiles. Give everyone your smiles," and I was like,
On drugs.
I
She
know.
was definitely on
She's
drugs.
definitely rolling.
And then you walk in and you're like stepping over people. They're like everyone's laying on the floor and they have like
What?
they're doing like a light shows
When I went,
and
Oh, with like the yeah.
yeah.
My friends
my
do
first
that.
only time, like I remember just like there were a lot of paramedics like on site, like just like ready, and that freaked me out. And I was like, I had so many questions because like my friends in high school were very innocent, with the exception of one, and like there was like 4 girls that always hung out, and 3 out of the 4 we went, and like one like she was like fun, like super fun and super fucking intelligent, but she would like party and like do ecstasy and do all this like stuff, right? And like me and my other friend, we didn't. So we were just like we would drink here and there, but like not crazy.
Oh.
And we just like were
Smirnoff.
so like
That was the drink
it
back
was
then.
like drink Smirnoff. It was weird. So we were just like
Smirnoff, if you still exist, like we would love.
I know. Like that's Miranda's drink over there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
yeah, it was so good.
It's still around,
Yeah.
and that's what you drink.
You get
Oh.
iced.
Marina iced me on my birthday.
I did.
What does that mean?
You put in ice and you have to chug it. You get iced and you have to chug the drink.
Like the Smirnoff, like the kind of frosty, like white one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you put it like
That
Yeah,
like
they
the
put-
mixed
you,
drinks, not the vodka, not Smirnoff vodka.
No. It's
Oh,
like
no,
a
there's
wine
Smirnoff
cooler.
vodka
You just like.
That's what I blacked out on One Direction night.
Oh my god, you are so weak sauce. Like, are you
No,
serious?
she kind of is.
Grey Goose and socks with the fur.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
wait a
did have
minute.
Grey Goose that night.
I'm like
I didn't know.
Smirnoff of vodka, right? Like that's what you were drinking to.
Yeah, but then I got there and I started drinking Grey Goose. I had no business drinking that.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Understood.
better quality. What are you talking about? Of course, you're
Okay, but
better
Grey
off
Goose has
drinking that.
I was
a little
already
taste
gone.
to it.
Okay.
I don't even remember tasting Grey Goose.
Just drink Tito's now. Just stick with Tito's
Yeah.
and that's it.
I don't think I had Tito's. Maybe they can put that in
It's
the
like
drink.
It's like the cheaper version, but it's fine.
Grey Goose, and it's like not like you're not breaking the bank.
Oh my goodness, our whole like conversation was just about like partying.
Hello.
And
No, wasn't it?
I love it.
Kids, your life. What are you
yeah,
talking about? Being a sister?
no.
Yeah,
know what
but
I
that
regret?
all of that is
What? Let's
I
talk about it.
I regret. I'm
Tell
gonna be honest. I regret like not showing like my figure. Like,
All right, I'll go
Yes.
naked to Coachella. All right, I'm
Yes.
convinced.
You know what?
You
And the
convinced
reason
me.
I'll tell you why.
I'll go
Because
in pasties. Amber said it.
I've always been very curvy, but I always wore like oversized
Yes, you did.
like tops because like I have like big boobs, right? And like I'd wear like tight jeans, but I was like, okay, if you're gonna see like my little bubble butt, then you have to be like classy or whatever.
Yep.
But I was just like, huh. And I regret it now because bitches be paying for all of this. And I'm just like, and I didn't realize it until I became like older and like my friends would tell me. But I will never forget the first time that I actually was just like, okay, I'm gonna go out of my shell and I'm just gonna like wear something like, you know, different, show my body and stuff. It was just like a little black dress. It was a random Alhambra fucking like bar or whatever. And everything was tight and you could see that I had a booty and that I had big boobs and stuff. And I mean I have a lot of guy friends, so when I would party with them I would see how they'd react to girls that would walk in and they'd go like it was so fucking obvious that they're fucking tapping their shoulder and like the guys are just like looking at the girl walking in, right? I never wanted to be that girl. The one time I did it, I walked in and it was my own friends that fucking did it. And when I walked up in, they were just like in shock and they were just like, God damn, why don't you ever like dress like this? I'm
I'm like, because it's a fucking reaction. And that's the
Mhm.
reason why I don't dress like this. It makes me so uncomfortable because I felt like very sexualized. And I
Yeah.
just didn't like it. And I was like, but I'm not going to lie. I kind of regret it. Because damn, I could have gotten a lot of free drinks. I could have gotten
Well, you were just
dinner.
walking
That's what I tell
into the
Miranda.
wrong
I'm like, I don't know
places.
why you
That's
play
true, too.
pay for a
things
drink.
are so different now. Like
No.
guys,
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. I've
well,
never
they're not
paid for a
so
drink.
they're not so different. But like I don't know, when I dress, I feel like now when you go to like a club or like a bar or something, you don't really dress up like you used to. So
With
It's also
business
depending
casual.
on where you go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
depending on where you go.
You don't dress business casual anymore.
but like guys weren't.
Sorry.
No. Like I've had drinks paid for, but I don't know how to explain it. Like I just don't.
You don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, but I don't like go seeking out for guys to pay for my drink.
No.
Like, if I
no.
have to pay for my drink, I'll pay for it. Like it's not that big of a deal. But
And I don't think guys pay for drinks
Yeah.
anymore, do they?
no,
Yeah, they do.
They do?
no.
I will not pay
The
for my own.
older, no, here,
I don't know where you
the
drink.
older, no, in LA,
Sure.
in the city, older guys pay for your drink.
See,
The
but I'm
younger
alright
guys
with that.
don't. But the older guys are the ones that are weirder.
They have expectations.
They want something. I feel like they want something more from you. If
You don't owe
shut-
anyone anything,
But
though.
if you shut them down, they're like, oh. But if you shut a younger guy down, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm gonna go to the next girl. Older guys, they're just weird. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
I agree
and
with
they
you.
buy the drink, not the younger guys.
My thing is that, like, I'm not saying I should have, like, I should have embraced what I had at the time when I had it, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
And that's what I'm scared of.
But I was always taught to, like, if a guy buys you a drink, you fucking go with him to the bar because you want to see, like,
Yeah.
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 And I've been drugged before and stuff like that. It wasn't a good experience. But that's, like, the main thing. You have to be confident and feel good about yourself and not just do it because you want attention. I never wanted the attention. That's why I never did it. But if one day, if you're getting ready and you're feeling yourself and you feel like, dude, I feel fucking great today, I'm going to go out and I'm going to look fucking hot. Because you know what? I had a bad fucking day and I am good to myself. I deserve this shit. You fucking do it. Just live your life. You don't owe anybody anything. If an older man, or it doesn't matter how old they are, if they want to buy you a drink, let them. You say, please, thank you, you be nice. And if they're a dick, like the Time podcast that we fucking listen to, be weird and be fucking rude. If they want to be a fucking asshole,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yep.
you know, you
Oh,
act
yeah.
like fucking weird. Oh, okay, fucking cross your eyes. We're like, okay, well, and they're like, what? Who gives a fuck? Because you don't owe anybody in this world a goddamn thing. And that's one thing, like, my mom's always taught me, my sister, but at the same time, like, just do you. Like, you don't have to, like, people don't walk around the world catering to your fucking feelings. Like, you just do what you have to do, and if you're uncomfortable, then act like a fucking weirdo, and you'll be good.
Yeah. Well, that's why I just mind my business, because I know, like, nobody owes me anything. So I'm just, like, minding my own business. But, guys, I don't know, now...
How are guys now in the club?
I know.
How are they?
I beat their asses, actually. If we're going to talk about it. Listen, if some guy's trying to come up to me, absolutely not. I will elbow them in the rib cage. Get away from me.
taller than everybody there, so she's just, like, elbowing
Are they
people.
touchy?
They'll like try to rub up on you, and I'm like, absolutely
okay.
not.
So
Get out.
nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They
No.
usually come up.
Oh my God, I had the
No.
weirdest thing. So I never wear these specific pants because I just feel like I look fat in them. I just feel like I look gross in them, so I don't wear them all the time. And those were like my only pants that I had, so I was like, okay, I'll wear them. I wore them out, and this one guy was behind me. He was like, "You want her? You want her?"
Ew.
He was like, I'll take her friend. He was talking about Delilah.
Ew.
And I was like, and I could hear him like talking in the back of me, and Delilah lost her voice. Delilah didn't have a voice. She was
was that time.
like she was trying to warn me, but this guy was behind me, the guy was behind me, like pretending to grab my butt. And
Oh, I would have snapped his
audio
fucking
listeners,
neck.
I don't have a butt.
Yes,
Being
you
so
do.
honest,
Yeah, you do.
I don't
You
have
have-
a butt.
you have a little bit.
And I was so like, so he went. His friend was like being gross and malicious to Lila, and his friend, the one that was being so ballsy behind my back and being like, "Oh, I want her," silence. Like he turned around and he like tapped on my shoulder, and I go, "Yes," and he goes, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Nothing." I was like, "Nothing. I don't want anything from you." And like all of a sudden, he was like so like quiet. I was like, "Okay, you're gonna be so
So ballsy behind my back.
Yeah.
But I turn around and you're gonna be like, oh, like you're not gonna talk to me like that because I will not. I don't play like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned around and walked away. So I was like, that's disgusting. But like, and it was an older guy. But you see what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
weird.
He was
It's weird.
older too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gross. It's gross.
so what you're saying is you need us to go to clubs with you.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
'Cause we will go if we have to.
Like we have to
Okay.
fight them off together. But it's like it's gross now. And the younger guys, like all they ask for is like, oh, what's your Instagram? What's your Snapchat? But like they don't put any effort in.
I feel like
Yeah.
why you can.
Gross.
You're nasty. Like
Yeah.
why? Like why? Like why can't you talk to me? You
It's
have me
I'm
here.
like, hey, are you gonna take me to dinner? Is that why you want to take me to like? I love to like.
Like,
you
no.
take me out?
And the thing is, like, you guys have to set the standards, set the tone. Like, I wouldn't go out with guys if they didn't fucking call me and ask me out. And then they're like, oh, you're stuck up and,
And
you're a bitch.
that's
no,
why-
That's not fucking standard.
Yeah.
If you're not being a man, you're not fucking calling me. I am old school. My mom was a fucking chola, okay? My family will show up to your fucking house like a fucking Greek family. Like, what? Are you asking her out? Like, what's happening? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, but they don't have any respect. And, like, but ultimately, you have to set those standards for yourself. Like, if you love yourself and you're confident, then it fucking projects, and that's what you're gonna draw. I was like attracting very negative fucking, like, these guys that like had like a lot of issues and stuff like that because I wasn't like resolving my own. But it made sense to me, and then as for like I was single for like 5 years before I like got into a relationship, so it was just like I'm not perfect. I haven't resolved everything, but I'm just like, you know what? This all happened for a reason, you know. And we don't have the greatest, nothing the greatest. We don't have a perfect relationship, but at least we have that communication where I'm just like, I'm too old, you too young. Okay, like it's just too much for us to have to like do this. You know what I mean? Like we have to communicate and talk about shit. Like I don't know. It's so different now dating, but I noticed that like the attention seeking a lot. That's why I'm glad I don't have social media either because it was stressing me out, and it was at the time when I was younger and dating. I liked the guy, and I was like, okay, I'm thinking he's into me, but little did I know he was like dating a bunch of other girls and stuff like that. So it hurt my feelings, of course. Like I'm a human being. Until one day I was just like, there's a really good guy that's taking care of me, being nice to me. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, and I just cut everything off. And that's when I stopped doing social media because I was like, I'm not going to compare myself to other girls that have money, have this, that, and the other, because I'm a good person and that's all I have to offer. Like, I'm not like, I'm a loyal fucking person. I'm nice. I'll be a bitch if you fuck with me. But if you're my friend, I'm going to have your back. But at the same time, I'm not going to like settle for fucking less. Like, why should you?
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Why should you?
That's
Never.
why I think I haven't had a boyfriend. Is because I just have like these high expectations. Like,
And you should.
and these guys have. I've never been asked out on a date. Like
Okay.
nobody's asked.
I have a
me
problem with
out
that.
on a date.
Yep.
But that's exactly your problem. Is why I have a problem. 'Cause
Okay.
she told
Maybe
me,
I'm a bad influence, but I'm just, a man, and you're an adult woman. They should ask you out on a date. Like you should
Yeah.
go to
Be a
dinner.
phone call, not a fucking text message.
like I don't want to go back and forth on this text message thing. Like just ask me if I want to do
Or
something.
to a dinner, like, or to like an event, like, or hiking, just something that is like organized so that you can
So cute.
Could be anything.
You know what? You can have all this. You can
Yeah.
have all of this. If someone asks you on a date, you can have all of this.
Aw. I wish somebody would ask me on a date, but nobody's asked me on a date.
But
So,
the thing is, like, men are probably intimidated by you too.
yeah.
You know, so you don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
supposedly, like that's what my guy friends would say. Like, so different now.
Yeah.
But I do want you guys to go on dates.
Oh,
If like I don't know, do guys ask girls on dates
No.
anymore?
How do they?
well,
They talk to you for a little while. They want to see. I feel like they want to see how you are, but you don't get the full like person.
No,
Through
they need to
text
impress
message.
you. They need to take you out on a date. They need to say,
Especially on,
"Hey,
like, dating apps.
I'm gonna come to your house. I might have to meet your parents, but that's okay. And I'm gonna take you out for dinner." Like, what's so weird about that?
They think it's
I've had a mix.
It's a commitment to them. Like they don't want to commit to that because they just know they want to go for one thing. They're not going to commit to that.
Bianca told me that coffee is not a date. She told
No.
me
no,
dinner
that's
is
like
a date.
meeting someone for an
Yeah.
interview.
She said coffee is not a date. So now I'm like, so now like these younger boys, my age, I'm like, you gotta put in some kind of effort.
You know what? When we were young, these boys had like no money and they just worked like regular jobs and they would take us out on dates. Like we would go to dinner, to the movies, like entertain me, go take me anywhere, you know? So
Well,
there's no excuse.
So you got to be careful with those motherfuckers that fish. You know what a hatfish is? Yes. A hatfish is when a motherfucker has beanies and hats on all their pictures. They look real cute. And then you meet him in person, the motherfucker got no hair. He's a hatfisher.
Oh, he was
Don't
bald.
trust the hatfisher because the last time I went out with a hatfisher, he said, "Oh, let's meet up for coffee." This motherfucker had plans afterwards. Let me tell you, okay? He was shorter than me, or the same size or whatever. I know I could beat his ass. Let me just tell you that. I can't be with a man that I know I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking.
Can he carry you in a emergency?
No.
You carrying him?
We went to coffee, and then afterwards, I was real cool and stuff like that. And he had plans with his friends, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you're wanting me for an actual alcoholic beverage." I was like, "Okay." And then afterwards, it came out that he was just like, he pretty much told me he wanted to see if I was like worthy enough for him to
Worthy enough.
spend his money on for actual dinner.
Absolutely
A bitch
not.
couldn't even get a motherfucking scone at the Starbucks. It was so stupid. I was like, I knew it wasn't gonna last, but I had fun with him.
Absolutely
It
not.
was fun. It was cool. Whatever. We were like drinking, playing pool, and doing this like, fun stuff.
Wait, was this the person?
Don't name the puppy.
I know.
I'll cut it.
the person who he had to crawl into his back seat to get in the car?
No, that was another one. I went on a fucking date, and this guy was being so weird. We went to like breakfast and we did whatever, and like he was just. I felt strange with him, right? They had like a mirror, like when we were sitting down on the booth, and I went to check my lips, and he was like, "Oh, what is that?" He wanted to like sip out of what I was drinking, and then he was like going like this with the cup, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I want to see exactly where you drink from, so I can drink where you drink from." So I was like,
Ew.
I was weirded out by it, right? So I had to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and like back in the day, I was going on dates without having money, right? But then I learned really quick from my sister. The bitch was broke. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to wash dishes. Like, what if he like stands me up or just like takes off? I have to pay for the bill. So
No, I went on dates to eat dinner. That was my whole goal.
That was like my sister's goal too. But like at the same time, like men are fucking shitty. So I went to the bathroom, came back, and he was gone. And I was like,
Absolutely not.
I can pay for this. I mean, I have money, but I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Well, he went to the bathroom like an idiot at the same time I did, which was like so stupid. You should wait at the curb.
Yeah.
Anyway, he comes back. We go outside, and we're going to go to another bar because I was like still wanting to drink. It was a day date.
Yeah.
And I was having fun. You guys, he had to he had to unlock the back seat of his car. It was like a rundown BMW. He had to unlock it.
Not the Beamer.
Then he had to open the back passenger side of the door, crawl through his trunk. He had to do all of
His
this.
trunk?
He had to go to the trunk and like open the fucking door. It was something.
Shut up.
I thought I was gonna be fucking kidnapped.
Oh my gosh.
It was like he had to crawl through some stuff. It was like a whole.
Yvette, you have so much patience because the instant that he would have opened up the trunk first, I would have been in the first Uber home.
I'm telling you, if there was a camera on me, I was like, like
She called me right after. I was like,
and I was
bitch,
Absolutely.
come to my house.
I went
Come
to
to my house right
I
now.
went to the house, and I remember, I think Amelia was like real small, and I was like playing with her, and I was like, bitch, I'm gonna fucking drink, and we had a drink, and I was like, what is happening? And then like Amelia was like, and I was like, this is the best day I've ever fucking been on. It was like so ridiculous, like the whole fucking situation.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be kidnapped. Dumbass bitch me. I was like, okay, I'll still get your fucking rundown.
You called him. Oh my god. Oh no, he
I
opened
didn't
the door.
He opened the door.
Oh
He
my
opened
god.
the
And then he was like trying to be fucking cool, and he had like a sunroof, and he opened it. Motherfucker,
You should have
fucking
crawled
doors don't
through.
work, bitch.
door.
And
Yeah.
then he should have closed it. The bitch would have fucking closed. I was like,
Damn, that's shit's
Oh.
embarrassing.
oh, the
I'll
best,
say.
the best part.
What?
The best part. He told me whatever classes he was taking, he had to mention that. He was like, oh yeah, my classmate was like, oh, I've never seen a circumcised. He goes, and I was like, oh, so pretty much like, he like was like, oh, well, let me know, whatever. And I said, I sat there and I go, wait, what? It's
Shut
like,
up.
I go, and I'm a fucking bitch when I have to be. At this point, I was sick of this shit. And I
Valid.
go, I'm sorry, I'm confused. He's like, what? I go, are you just trying to tell me that you're circumcised? Like, what is the point of this conversation? I'm so confused and I'm so like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Am I unpunked?
Dude, seriously.
Is
Where are the cameras?
You're gonna come out?
I'm not gonna win a fucking $1 million right now. Like, I'm just so confused. And he was just like, oh, like he felt stupid because he was just like, because he was like socially awkward because he was like
His car didn't work.
like a science person. Well, wasn't he was like a science
Whoa.
like
Calm down.
person. Like, he was
Oh,
just
there.
you're a science person.
Yes.
That's okay, but you're not trying to show your fucking uncircumcised penis to
No, I'm not. You're right. I'm
So
not.
we're good.
No, circumcised. He said.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
circumcised.
I'm circumcised.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Like, I was like, what is the point of this fucking conversation? I was so annoyed, and I was just like looking at people like to fucking help me, and then it was just so weird, like the weirdest fucking date I've ever been on. Like, he was a good-looking guy, he was very intelligent, he seemed fucking normal, but he wasn't normal. Like, he would seem like really like just like very thirsty for like love and affection, but like he like climbed through his whole fucking car like a fucking worm just to like open the door. It was like 7 minutes of like my life at that time that I couldn't get back, and then we had to like go and do that like but the whole freaking I was like, what? And then he said he goes he tells me he asked me he goes I feel like I want to give you a smooch right now. And I looked at him.
A smooch.
I laughed and I go, what? And I go, no, I'm good. And he was like, no, but I'm being serious. I go, no, I'm being serious. If you try to give me a smooch, we're going to have a big problem.
A
A smooch. He was like overly confident. I was
Ew.
weird.
The
And then
drunk would have killed
another
me.
time it was like also like a app date or whatever, and I went to Starbucks in Whittier, and I pretty much like got stood up, and the guy was being really weird, and I just didn't feel comfortable because remember that
I went to your house after. I
Yeah.
literally, I sat in my car and he wasn't.
He was like a counselor at like Rio Hondo or something.
Yeah, he was supposedly he was a counselor, all this like bullshit, and then like.
And he was supposed to meet you there, and you
we
waited.
didn't. I waited. I waited for like 30 minutes too long.
But
I just the reason why I waited was because I was like, what if someone's fucking watching me and trying to see where I live or whatever? So I fucking waited and I looked and looked and looked and looked. I even drove around the block a few times and then I went to her like old house. And I was so creeped out by it because that's never happened to me. He wasn't who he was. And what's crazy was I stayed on that app and I saw him multiple times and I fucking reported him. I was like, dude, this guy isn't who he says he is. Like,
The faker.
probably a fucking creeper ass guy.
I know you though.
Don't be a fucking creep, okay? Because I will come for you.
We're not gonna name any names. But you know who you are.
And if you know you a bum, you a bum.
You have to climb to the back of your car to open the door.
Make sure all your fucking electronics work, okay?
Or at least your door, your driver door, your driver's
No,
seat
make
door.
sure you're a 10 out of 10. If you're gonna be crawling through your trunk to
And
open
ladies,
the
if
door.
you so happen to end up in the back seat, open the motherfucking door. Let me tell you, child lock. If not, you get the back seat, like the head of the fucking car. You fucking pull it up and you break that bitch and you fucking crawl out with all your might. But don't fuck up your face. Just that's emergency life lessons right there. It's fucking bullshit. That's just that.
I don't feel like I went to them.
No, because you had kids for a while.
I started young. At 30. Is that young? Do you guys? I had Santino at 30. Is that young?
No, I think that's the perfect time.
normal. Honestly,
I think that's the perfect time.
I mean, I always envision like, okay, I'm gonna be 25 and married and kids, all this like stuff. That shit, I'm pushing fucking to 40.
Well, the people that are like, oh, having your kids young at like 22, 23, and then you get to live your older life. Like,
we have to remember people used to have kids at 14
yeah, well,
back in the old days.
well, you have to think like, okay, yeah, you're gonna have older kids, but everybody else in your life, they're gonna be raising their kids at that time.
Yeah.
You have kids at 23, 22, like
live your life.
Yeah.
And I have, like I did, but at the same time, like I feel like I did like a not accommodate, but all my friends my age were having kids and married and stuff. They were my people that I went out with, so I was just like, well, if fucking Bianca's staying home with her kids, then guess what? I'm fucking doing here we go. But I regret it because I feel like I still look young, I still feel good, I still we're happy, we're healthy. That's all you can fucking pray for. You know?
Yeah, my kids always like, what? I want Honey to have kids. I want her to have a husband. And I'm like, you want her to be tired and stressed out like mommy? She always looks good. Her hair always looks good. Her makeup always looks good.
you want her to look like
this? Yeah. Like, wait, I thought you loved Honey. Like, you want her to be tired. You want her to have, like, fluffy makeup. You want her to have fluffy hair.
But you don't. You look gorgeous without makeup. Me, I'm like, fucking like, like, Baker's like, well, we're gonna call him B. He's like, maybe a good-looking person. I'm like double chin now. It's all over the place. And he just like laughs. I go, but you know what? I don't give a fuck because this is what happens in relationships. I look fine and pale when I first met him. Let me tell you. But then you comfortable, and then 15 pounds later, it's just different. And it's okay. We're gonna go on the vacation, and we're gonna have a good time. No, they come back inseminated. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You need to have that baby. I need you to have a baby because when my kids get older, I'm not trying to hang out with any little babies. I'm just telling you right now.
You have a while though. This one was just born.
Yeah.
Yes, you have like a year. You have a year. After this year, don't call me.
I'm like, please.
We will work it. When is Coachella again?
April.
Okay, yeah, I can't go with you guys. Don't ask. Don't ask. I can't go. When I had roommates and I was like, when I was super poor and I had roommates and we were struggling and we would recycle our like recyclables and then we would go into the market and we would buy more beer and water. It was like we would buy a case of beer and a case of water with our recyclables and we're like, wow,
We're living the dream.
They would take their money and they would buy a new bottle of something from their recyclables.
Because we would, we drank so much and we would save, our canned goods and our pop goods and take more water.
We're talking about
Yeah, more beer, more water.
and it was awesome.
life lessons with Bianca and Yvette.
So awesome.
This was a really good episode.
This was a great
This is a great 2 episodes, probably.
I know. So good.
All the shit
I
talking.
know.
I hope you join us next week on Girls Night. Just as much fun. But
We'll talk about dicks next week. Just kidding.
totally kidding. We probably will.
I know, probably.
Circumcised or uncircumcised?
Leave in the comments below.
I love it. Adios.
Oh, that was good.